Let's all go to Cargonia, land of stolen pains. Obey the quartermaster, unless he is a link. Cargo takes out the station, find more stuff to take. But the boss is never satisfied until the station breaks.
Oh my. Here we are again, DWARF FORTRESS. Now remember, if this DWARF FORTRESS falls apart, I have already started the big and the crazy engraving of everything, so that the men or anyone who dwell in this mighty fortress will find themselves able to fully dive in and to explore the archaeology of this place, which should be pretty interesting, mainly because they will have no record of really what happened. They won't see the end of this before they dungeon dive it. And yeah, we've got a lot of people outside that are insanely depressed because of the rain. The rain has claimed much depression. But we're getting there. I mean, we got some people who are beat up. We got some people that are creating great arts and crafts. My worry is from last time that we may be carrying perhaps a secret virus into our fortress. This plague of the horse. So, was it moose or horse? It's been a while. It's often a while before I record something again and again. So I do apologize because I don't do the same thing for too long on my channel. Wow, they're engraving masterpieces. This is nice. This is really nice. I'm hoping that all of this engraving will help our dwarves become less sad. That is one of the ideas. Also, behind the scenes, I tweaked our dwarves' labors a little bit. I wanted to have some dwarves that were doing very dwarvy things, like crafting. I think that might help with the depression, because every time I was looking at my dwarves, they were going, "I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm dwarves," and you know. I was like, okay, well, why don't you do something about it? And they're like, no, I don't want to. And so what I had to do was I had to give them something to do, and almost all of them said, I miss crafting. So I kind of assigned my dwarves into like one of 3 jobs, or one of 4 jobs. I have military dwarves, I have crafts dwarves, I have farmer dwarves, and I have outside working dwarves. And the outside working dwarves are carpenters / people who are gonna lose their fucking minds. The crafts dwarves are also, oh sorry, there's also that 5th group, miners, and the miners are the guys who are also engravers and stonemasons, so that tends to work out. It's not just literally one job they do. It's a bit of everything. So we're getting there. We are getting there. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone has a chance to make some stuff. Probably gonna have some problems with that, because I think everyone is losing their fucking mind. This fortress not being built exceptionally well at all, is kind of having a bit of a crisis, I should say. Yeah, it's not just a bit of a crisis, it's a lot of crisis. People go outside, they lose their fucking minds, they come inside, they're ecstatic at their rooms and everything else, but I think I've outstripped my ability to support these dwarves, by and large, just because too many fucking people. Sudden population spikes are not good for a fortress. Looks like I need splints, now that I'm seeing that message. It's good that we have a doctor. Not spikes. A wooden ball? No. Let's build some crutches and splints. Now, if this was RimWorld, which I haven't played in a while, and I'm thinking of playing a full game of RimWorld after this DWARF Fortress or concurrent with it if I can find the time. But when I go to RimWorld, I feel like there's a lot of random lol stuff. Oh, the Outpost Liaisons have arrived, thank God. I feel like there's a lot of random lol stuff, and it doesn't feel like anything's interconnected. That, and I don't want to take away from my ruining of my DWARF Fortress experience, which is learning DWARF Fortress the hard way. I don't know, I really liked RimWorld for a time. I just feel like it's really a dumbed down experience, and the lack of Z levels is upsetting. I think the AI in RimWorld is awful. The mod ability, though, is fucking great. I think the mod ability of RimWorld is, like, awesome, and I'm really, really excited with the mod ability of RimWorld. Because I think also the mod ability of DWARF Fortress is going to go through the roof. I think that is going to be a big fucking thing. Let's sell these fucking shields. No one's using them. Yeah. I think that the mod ability of DWARF Fortress is going to be huge when it gets to Steam. When it gets to that, kind of mass appeal of Steam. Because a lot of games when they go to Steam get a lot of improvements because the community goes, hey, maybe let's do this instead, or they come up with some interesting and exciting ideas, and yeah, that tends to make this come alive a little more. I think you're gonna see some good ideas. You're gonna see at first probably some tile sets and some minor tweaks to maybe AI behavior, maybe some additions like there is that Masterpiece, or is it Masterpiece or Mastercraft DWARF Fortress Edition where you can play as Kobold Camp and a few other things. You might see those fleshed out a little more. Because there's once a community forms on Steam, I find you suddenly get a lot more interest in it, and as well, once shit's on Steam, you'll probably see a lot more people pick it up. And that's what happened with RimWorld, is when RimWorld first really started, a lot of people were kind of iffy about it. They really didn't know what to make of it. People were like, what is this game? And then it became suddenly very popular. Okay, oh, we'll be ready soon, he says. We'll be ready soon. Lies and slander. An elf bard is visiting. Well, why don't we visit him right into a grave so we can fucking leave? He just... Oh, yeah. There we go. Plum helmet spawns. Let's take all these, meats. Squirrel brain. Leopard spleen, yes. I like how it just says cow meat, not beef. It's the meat from a cow. Giant earthworm meat. Pangolin. Aw. Pangolins always look like they're about to walk over and like tell you something bad happened.
I'm afraid, sir, they stole the turnips.
Poor pangolins. Sure, they're shit pets, but I'd pet one if I saw one. Before it probably bit me and I got pangolin virus. Look at all this meat they brought me. Nice. The meat train is here. Now, if I played just DWARF Fortress, I might be maybe twice as good at it. Which means, you know, twice 0 is still 0. I'm not gonna be any better at this game. As the year goes on, I might get a little more competent. I mean, the fortresses are lasting longer, and I think that's just because I am listening to what people say. However, by the time you watch this, I probably shot this a month ago. Think about that. I shot this a month ago, so there are people who still talk like, they'll go comment on shit that's 5 years old and go, Tex, in the next episode, you need to do this. And I'll go, I can't. Because that happened 5 years ago, and they'll get really mad at me. Like, I knew that, but in the next episode, and I go, oh, well, and then they'll go to the next episode, which is like 5 years and 9 months ago, and they'll go, oh, well, you didn't do what I wanted, so fuck you. They get really mad. They get really, really mad, which blows my mind. It really blows my mind. Look at all this wonderful meat they brought. Now I can make like exquisite meals out of shit. I think all these. Oh my god! You know what? Fuck it. Yeah. Okay. I just want all this meat. That's it. I want to take everything you've got because I think he just brought a bunch of meat and cheese. In there, yeah. Trade, yeah. Oh man, he won't. Okay, what's the biggest items he's got? But he's not willing to let go. Maybe now. Yep. Sweet. So I bought the whole lot except for a axe. One axe. I think this is great, and if I do this, I should be able to more or less tell my guys, hey, guess what? Let's build nothing but just the most ridiculous meals, lavish fucking meals. That's what I want. I want lavish fucking meals. Right? Yeah. Yeah, everything else we're just gonna cook the shit out of. Well, no, I want those seeds for other stuff, but yeah, we're just gonna make shitloads of. We're gonna cook with all this. Yeah, we're gonna cook the shit out of this, and then people will go, oh yeah, because we're gonna have nothing but fine fucking food. I want people to go to this fortress and just be blown away by what we got. They're gonna be like okay, the dwarven version of Instagram, which is like, I guess they would carve or sculpt a vision of it. They would be like, look at this stuff, and people would be like, wow, that's pretty okay. Well, let's get that one thing that we wanted. All right, and then I will trade some minor things for it. I won't trade it a loss. I trade with my fist up your ass. What? Come on, bud. I know it's not equal, but still, we're pretty good. How about I sell you some dead people clothes? You like dead people stuff, usually, right? Okay, what do you want? Do you want some chalk mugs? I bet you do. We have the finest chalk mugs. They impart a wonderful flavor to all of your booze. Alright, there we go. Alright, no trader needed. I've got everything I wanted, and he can just have that shit. I mean, he's greedy as fuck. I don't give a fuck, but oh my god. I mean, we should have mountains of food at this point. We need splints, damn it. And bins. We're gonna run out of a lot of stuff. But I mean, we are crafting like fucking crazy. I mean, I wonder what they're gonna say when they scout this fortress and go all the way through it. I want them to see. I want to see through someone else's eyes. I really want to see what they thought of this place, because the first few layers are very, very goofy. But as we can see, here is OilChucked right here. You just follow that little wavy road down, and boom, there you are. That is OilChucked. And yeah. If anyone wants to find this later in dungeon diving and I make it available to people, I want you to know that you just follow that road on down, and there's OilChucked right there. Because somebody's gonna say, where the fuck is OilChucked? And I'll point right there. Oh man, this is gonna be good. And as I said, my fortress is getting slightly better in terms of petition available. Away may Shimmer smiled. Approve. Excellent. Also, my releases for DWARF FORTRESS should be pretty handsome, because think about it. Usually it's on in the evenings, in the afternoons or evenings on Wednesdays. You get an episode of my DWARF FORTRESS, or one of my other people doing a long play, like Banana and what have you. He has gone insane. A farmer has gone berserk. This could be interesting. See what happens. Because I'm willing to bet they just get their shit pushed in. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the farmer is right there, I think. Oh, no, shit. Thought that was him. I'm getting slightly better. Not great, okay? I'm not great at this game, but hey, tell you what. This has lasted 6 years, so I think we're getting there. Ah, I'm the liaison from the mountain homes, blah, blah, blah. Uh-huh. What do I need from you guys? Well, I need... Bring me male shirts. And bring me cheeses. I wish all the cheeses. I wish all the powders. I wish all the meats. I even wish all the fishes. And all the plump helmets. This is what I want. Wow. What's he willing to offer for me? Drinks are worth a lot. Scepters are worth a lot. Goblets are worth a lot. This is why I'm fucking killing it. I am fucking killing it. Business-wise, not competency-wise. Hey, look, they brought a body home. Nice. I like how it's called Burial Receptacle. Just makes me think of, The Big Lebowski. Just making some adjustments to things. See, there's where the guy died. And, you know, that happens. Comrade. Alright. Now that we have all these armor stands, which is pretty nice. Oh, no. No, I see where there's one missing. Not that. There we go. We're putting cabinets everywhere, which is really nice. Everyone's gonna have cabinets and stuff. Yeah. I mean, this is absolutely exquisite, even by Dwarven standards, as much as they hate things. But every time I play this game, or every time I start one of these fortresses, it's lasting just a little longer. I'm getting a little more stable. A little more stable, not like tremendously stable, obviously. And we've got a lot of people that are engraving and carving and engraving and carving and carving engravings, you know. Eventually they always implode, you know. I just feel like this one is teetering right now. Like my confidence and competence is getting certainly tested by my incompetence and my lack of knowledge. But it's kind of weird because, like I said, every Wednesday you should be getting one of these, and after that on Thursdays is when Krug Smash updates another cool fucking series. Because Monster Killer was awesome, the Waterkeeper was awesome, and now Honey Stoker, oh man. I've been watching every single one of those fucking things. And wow. Like, just wow. Just wow. I mean, holy shit. It is an awesome thing. You know what's crazy is when I comment on there, he's like, hey, Boople, or Beeple. BPL. It makes me laugh. It makes me feel good. He's wholesome. He is wholesome. And I like that. Let's pave the world. Yeah. What do we want to make this out of? Not logs. Chalk blocks. I think a chalk floor would last a long time. Because I know there's some catacombs where that is the case. It is just lasted for fucking ever. No. I'm gonna wait till I got more chalk blocks, but I intend to kind of slowly pave the world out, so people will find this fortress and it's abandoned everything. Uh-oh. Some migrants have arrived. Fan-fucking-tastic. Just as I start getting everyone settled. I mean, food and drink wise, I think we're like at holy shit levels of food and drink, which is good. We've got bits of badger everywhere, which is nice. What the fuck is this? What is this? Uh-huh. Partial what? Partial skeleton just in there. You know, for fun. But that's normal. And, yeah. Alright, well done. So, yeah, we've got our meats, and we've got our meat peoples, our meeples, as it were. We've got our dwarves crafting shit. And agreed that the crafting areas are not efficient at all. Watching Pablo play this game makes me feel like a moron. I'm gonna get him to definitely show off some shit, and hopefully, get his way into making some awesome tutorials. His channel is Pablo Ichiban, all one word, Pablo Ichiban. He on YouTube, he is the man who made the Professor Computer series for Space Station 13 shit. He's pretty fucking great at that. And why the YouTube algorithm has not favored him with the views he needed, especially during the Tubertide, when virtually everyone was Googling how Spacemans... oh. Someone can't make a mug because they're horrified. That means we may have a ghost. We may have a spoopy boy here. Alright, let's stop making cabinets and shit and make some, rock blocks. Rock blocks. Rock coffin. Rock lobster. Yeah, let's make rock mug. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Wooden crossbow it is. We have some rock mechanisms. So far, I think we've gotten really lucky. We've gotten exceptionally lucky. Alright. Alright. Bum 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 bum. Once again, this is all about this reminds me of Divinity. See, they all go outside and fish and then get depressed because it's raining. As soon as I cut all these trees down, I might just make a roof so the dwarves are never sad outside. No, they're gonna get sad because they're gonna go out here to the stream and then they're gonna get sad. So, holy shit. Dum bum 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 dum 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 dum. Oh man. Yep. Once we get more chalk blocks, I'm gonna just pave all this. Make some chalky improvements. Good old chalky improvements. Just when it started to look normal, the rock Elephorema narina fama has come, a bird of prey so large and ferocious it dwarfs many dragons. All beneath its mighty wings should fear the sky. Well, rock and roll, cowabunga it is. Military. Yes. Alright, fuck it. You guys are certainly know what you're doing. This thing is gonna kill the shit out of people. Alright. Alright. Where'd it go? Where did it go? I mean, the military is standing out there. And it's getting mad. Oh shit. Oh, they're fighting. They're fighting like crazy. Oh my god, it's a pile of skeletons. Oh my god. Interrupted by rock. Holy shit, they're giving it to it. Lower body's cut open. Lower body's dented. Weird. Lower body's bruised. Head is bruised. Neck is cut open. His left wing is bruised. His upper body is bruised. Left upper leg is bruised. Left foot is bruised. Tongue is bruised. Wow. They are just mobbing the shit out of that thing. Get in there and kill it. Get in there and kill it, military. Yeah, it's bird stomping time. It's bird time for Bonzo. Oh, welcome to the center circle, son. When you mess with the best, you get a knife in the chest. Oh, here we go. They've made it a square of pain, and the rock is no more. Welcome to Murder Town. Wow. First of all, my military. Holy shit. Guys, guess what? You have impressed me, and I thought you were just going to all die, and I was going to wait for the mercenaries to do their job, but guess what? You all survived for now. And yet, there's one that seems kind of critically wounded. A bit. Holy shit. I mean, they just tore it to pieces. I mean, it's gone. I mean, they murdered a rock. They just surrounded it and tore it. They just tore it to shreds. Now, I think some of the dwarves may die because Well, yeah. Talk about rock and roll. Holy shit. You guys are fucking impressive. I mean, there's pieces of it. They tore this thing to pieces. Take that, you shits. Birdo 0, Fortress 1. Rock and roll. I mean, yeah, okay, we got some military members that are a little bit maybe beat up, okay? Like, you know, eyelids cut open, head torn open, right arm cut open, leg is cut open. Probably not great. The other one, the upper body cut open, left elbow is mangled. Left true ribs is mangled. Yeah, so some of these dwarves may die. In fact, I'm willing to bet that murder is probably on the menu here, as the doctors seem intent to not help any of these people. Yeah, left knee is mangled. I mean, so far, it seriously wounded 2 of them. But I'll fucking say this. They absolutely killed the shit out of the birds, so... Heroes. I mean, this is what happens. You attack my fortress, we'll have heroes one way or another. Whether in the traditional American sense or in the Soviet sense, there will be heroes. Potate has engraved a masterpiece. And lo, the bird did come on wings of farts. He's not a poet, but he is an engraver. Hopefully my dwarves survive. Hopefully their medicaling mans are going to go very far and happily into the future. I mean, our military just surrounded it, and it was like, I'm a burb, and they're like, burbs have hollow bones. You know? And I hope that, you know, we bone doctor, fish cleaner. Dwarven what? I think that's kind of funny. I'm a bone doctor. If your bone hurty, call upon me. Okay, someone got better or far worse, because now there's the 2 peoples. They're leaving. They're getting ready. I mean, shit. Our dwarves are tough as fuck, and our military is still... Jesus. Guys, I mean, wow. Rock and roll, boys. Wow. I wish there was an option to where you could take, you could get coinage and then use that to put bounties on stuff, so traveling adventurers would kill shit for you. The problem is that you might inherit an adventurer who then thinks he runs the place. You know, like, well, I kill everything, so why am I not in charge here? Or build me a big house, you know, and bring me these treasures. Like, he starts to throw his weight around. That would be kind of, that'd be kind of crazy. He or her. Despots can be women too, you know. Equality and all that shit.
Another dwarf has got an idea. Best get the dogs out and assign it to him in case he goes mad.
Oh, he'll go mad. Don't worry about it. People are engraving masterpieces and shit. I mean, with all these masterpiece engravings, this is potentially a very awesome fortress. At least, I'm gonna engrave this work area here because that's hallowed ground for the dwarves. And I think that every time they walk past that, they'll be like, oh. Uh-oh. It's Nick who claimed the workshop. Uh-oh. I wonder what he's gonna do. Can I engrave shit above ground? No. Alright, well... That's awesome that we just tore that fucking bird apart. That's fucking great. Alright, so what workshop did he claim? Where's Wackadoodle? Oh. There. Where's he going? Dun 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 dun. All right, everyone's making good stuff. Everything is happy, happy, happy. He has begun a mysterious construction. I wonder what it is. Because we're gonna find out. I mean, but yeah, I mean this fortress could be interesting. We got some nice carvings and shit going in, some engravings. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take it down a few levels and then just start mining like crazy. Look at that. Mining. Wow. They are engraving like crazy. They're like, oh, what kind of engraving you want? Well, I was thinking of my family sigil, and we're done. It's a cheese. Nick Othilnomal Mason has created Shulvit Thokan, a magnetite floodgate. What? Alright, that's it. Yeah, alright. This is a magnetite floodgate. All Kraftsdorf ship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round hematite cabochons, decorated with llama leather and pigtail, and encircled with bands of llama wool and macadamia wood. This object menaces with spikes of indigo tourmaline. On the item is an image of Imush root rocks, the dwarf and dwarves in magnetite. Imush is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Imush root rocks to the position of king of the Dyke of Tips. Wow. That is, yeah. Alright, so, and we're moving on. We are moving on. I'm not even gonna elaborate. Just, we have a floodgate now that has pigtail and shit in it. I've got guys fucking creating masterpieces like crazy. The whole place is gonna be masterpieces. We're gonna have to create some more dwarf apartments, actually. This should be easy. I mean, dwarf apartments. These dwarves are just gonna go, oh my god, apartments. I mean, I have way too many dwarves to do this, but it makes me happy, because, let's see. Well, we'll see when I get all this done, because each of these is an apartment. And I can guesstimate and extrapolate, but I find that if the dwarves have crazy apartments, they tend to be a bit less fighty, a bit less murdery. That's why I also think a lot of people's longer-lasting dwarf fortresses tend to be, like, capped. So they'll do, like, max cap 50 dwarves. And then everyone gets these really tiny little apartments that are optimal efficiency and what have you. But I want to be a legendary fortress. I want to be a fortress that tried to do too much. I want to be that fortress that tried to please everyone and then accordingly collapsed because that's fucking stupid. I want to be a fortress that is a watchword for foolishness and mistakes. I want to be the fortress that's remembered for having a fortress guard that tore a bird apart. Yeah. Come on down to OilChucked. We'll tear your bird apart. I don't give a fuck. My military will fight you. We fought a giant bird. Bigger than some dragons, they say. And you know what we did? We tore that bitch apart. We made bird nuggets out of a legendary bird. That bird was fucking huge. It was maximum poof. It was all like up there fighting. We fought that bird. We fought the bird with a hammer. We took out a bag of hammers and we beat the shit out of that bird. I think everyone had training weapons. That's how balls crazy my dwarves are. It's probably because they were running out of booze. Anyways, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So, yeah, we are way short. We're getting there, though. And I miscounted a little bit because I was trying to be quick. And this is all going to get lopsided. But you know what? I like it. You have distinctive eras of construction in the fortress now. It's kind of like an architecture where you find different eras of building, you know, that kind of represent splendor or squalor within a civilization, right? So you have an era that's really nice and booming, so you end up with these huge flowing entryways and these giant marble and stone and precious metals and everything inlaid into the floors, and then you have times where it's not so affluent and you end up with nothing. You end up with just maintaining the old. You'll see an era with no construction, or when they refinish stuff, they'll use plaster instead of marble. They'll use cheap tile. They'll use cheaper wood, or they'll use wood veneers, or they'll just use good old Soviet concrete, for example, where you have this oppressive style of building architecture, which is actually a style of building architecture, which is just oppressive. It's fucking oppressive. The whole building style they have is just overwhelming, horrible, cold, functional everything, which is kind of cool. Do 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 do. Dun 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 da 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 do. See, everybody's gonna get nice rooms. Everyone's gonna have nice rooms with nice doors and nice floors and beds and stuff. But it's gonna be one of those things where there's just a housing shortage. We run out of shit for all the dwarves. We run out of everything. We're gonna end up just eating ourselves. But you know what? We tried, and that is probably the biggest sin of all. But everything's gonna end up being pretty nice. Can't believe it, our military is still good. I mean, we still, our military didn't lose a fucking person, and we tore the bird apart. I mean, that would probably be on a unit patch, you know? It would be, we tore the bird apart. My name is Callad Bird Terror. My forefather tore the bird. You're like, what? You heard me, you damn dirty elf, you knife-eared fuck? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna carve out my apartments. Comrade, why do some people no get apartment? Because they must sleep in floor. Some people more worthy than others. I'm gonna get some architecture and engineering students wanting to know more about oppressive architecture. Now, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, because I did take a architecture course and I did take an engineering course in college because I needed electives, and the history electives sucked. So I wanted something interesting. And then I get obsessed with some things, like the way a building works and the way not why so much like, why is a building, but, because that's philosophy. But why is a building designed a certain way? To evoke certain feelings, you know? Which is a little weird when you think about it, that the way a building is laid out can certainly make it feel better or worse. That a building can be said to have, a feel, I guess. You could say the building feels warm. The building feels cold. The building feels open. Which is crazy to hear, but then you can walk through a building and go, wow, this building feels sterile. This building feels old. Oh, well. See, that one's going to be a little different. Just drive people off. Why is it different, Tex? Because it can be. No, I'm going to try to give all the dwarves an apartment and just make this all engraved like crazy. And every so often, I'll just fuck them up like that so people lose their minds. Often enough in games, I'll be doing this and they'll say, Tex, no, don't do that. Please, Tex, don't do that. I get a lot of that when I streamed RimWorld. They got furious when I wouldn't connect wires or I'd just have them going off in space. They really begged with me. One guy offered to send me money if I never did that again, so I just kept doing it. Anyways, see you next time.